Hi Leo, this is your general reading for the month of October. I would just very quickly like to say that the general and relationship readings I have had to try to shorten to some extent in terms of the card spread, purely because I want to start to do for the month of October the readings for single people, and in terms of time and upload time, it's just not going to be possible to continue with the length of the previous spreads. So anyway, this is your general reading for the month of October. I have already pre-shuffled and laid out the cards, so we're going to get straight into the reading. Now, we have the Six of Cups as the overall energy for this month, okay? The cups are water. They represent our emotions, our feelings and love. The water represents Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. But it doesn't mean you're dealing with that sign, as I always say to you, okay? Now, the Six of Cups reverse can talk about maybe some of you at the moment have bitter memories from the past. Maybe you have some grudges or hard feelings against someone or a particular situation, and you're holding on to this. It talks about nostalgia, okay? An inability to let go of something from the past. It talks about keeping the old alive, but by keeping these old emotions, because we're talking about your emotions here, by keeping these old emotions alive, all it's doing is keeping you emotionally trapped within this past situation. And as long as you keep looking back and keep holding on to these bitter memories, you're not going to be able to welcome in any new opportunities, possibly on an emotional level, within your life. So this card is asking for you to sit down and look at what is holding you back within the past. Why do you keep looking back to the past? Why are you still emotionally trapped within the past? What are these bitter memories that you have from the past? Now, it could be your past childhood, it could be a past relationship, it could be in terms of any aspect within your life, but it's something that has created these bitter emotional memories. And as I said, you need to sit down and think what it is and why. Now, the next card we have is the King of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles are earth related, okay? They normally talk of our finances, our work, our material world. The Pentacles are very grounded energy, and the earth energy represents Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Now, this has fallen within your position of your crossing position, helping or hindering, okay? Now, the King of Pentacles is somebody who is a realist, okay? He has a very grounded approach to things, and this grounded approach earns him trust. It makes other people feel that they can rely upon him, okay? Now, this King of Pentacles showing up, it doesn't have to be a person, okay? even though it is more of a people card, because it can show that it can herald a time of solving problems. And I think this has come up crossing the Six of Cups to help you to solve whatever this problem is. Because it's very much a card about finding contentment materially and emotionally. And I feel that if you deal with these bitter memories or this emotional entrapment you seem to have with something from the past, then you can then become like the King of Pentacles, where you can start to feel more grounded, okay? Where you can start to feel more contented emotionally and materially within your life. But you need to solve this problem. You need to deal with this Six of Cups issue to be able to achieve this. Now, the next card we have is the Nine of Wands. It's the card of your energy. The wands are fire. They represent yourselves, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. It is reversed and it's fallen within the position of the foundation, okay? Now, the Nine of Wands can show that somebody could be quite hesitant about making a long-term commitment to something. It's a card about somebody feeling on edge or feeling very defensive about something. Somebody could be, I don't want to say paranoid in terms of in a more of a negative medical kind of way, but somebody could be feeling quite paranoid about someone or something, and that feeling of paranoia could be making you feel on edge and very defensive. It's a card though asking you not to make hasty judgments about something and not to make assumptions about something. Because if I turn this card this way, you can see this man, it looks like he's been through a battle, okay? He's got like a bandage on his head. And he's looking, you know, off to the distance, so to speak. He's got all these wands behind him that he's almost put there as like a protection, a barrier, okay? And he's holding one wand as though he may need that if conflict comes his way. Now, in terms of this being upright, the battle is already kind of taken place, and now he's got his guard up and he's protecting himself. When it's this way, it's like you are expecting trouble, or you are expecting a battle of some sort. And it's making you feel stressed. It's making you feel on edge. It's making you feel defensive. Maybe your guard has come down or been down in some way. And if you are feeling so emotional with the Six of Cups, maybe emotionally you are feeling that your guard is slightly down at the moment, and that is making you feel very defensive or very on edge at the moment, okay? And maybe causing you to feel that you're not in a position to make any real commitments to anything at the moment because you are feeling unsure and on edge. And what this card is saying is, before you make any decisions, judgments or assumptions, your frame of mind needs to be in a better place, because your frame of mind is not good at the moment, okay? And you could find that somebody around you could be cajoling you or pleading with you to make a decision or a commitment, but you feel you are not ready or able to do this at the moment. And I think it's very much that you are just feeling extremely emotional at the moment. And I think you need to deal with that problem, because that's why you're feeling like this. Now, we have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups, it is reversed. It's fallen within your past position, okay? Or near past. Now, I've already explained that the cups are to do with our emotions and our feelings, okay? When I say the past position, it could be yesterday, it could be last week, okay? But when it's reversed, it can talk very much about a feeling of having a lack of closure to something. It's a card about saying that maybe you should have walked away from something, but you didn't. And maybe you didn't walk away from something in the past because you didn't have this, because of this lack of closure. So you remained within this situation emotionally, as we see with the Six of Cups. You've remained emotionally attached to this situation because you don't feel you've had the closure that you have needed. It's kind of like, should I stay? Should I go? I want to go, but I don't feel I have all the facts. Just that real strong feeling I'm picking up of this lack of closure, of not knowing why something went wrong or something has turned out the way it has. And because you don't know, it's kept you trapped emotionally within this situation, or kept you emotionally trapped to a person. It's very much a card about being in two minds. As I said, should I stay? Should I go? Now, this has fallen within the past position, but it's something that's still affecting you now, okay? It's something that still has not been resolved emotionally for you. Now, here we have the Page of Wands. So again, we have more of your own energy here. This has fallen within your present, here and now position. The Page of Wands can speak about somebody that wants to be, or is striving to be, a free spirit, but is not able to do that at the moment, or become that, because of certain burdens that they are carrying with them. It's about somebody wanting change, somebody wanting a new beginning. But due to burdens, they are unable to achieve that. It's somebody wants a new phase, okay? Or a new phase is being discovered. But it's like the plans are there, so to speak. The plans are there for this new beginning, but you don't yet know how you're going to make the new beginning a reality. You don't know how you're going to achieve it. Now, I should say as well, with all the page cards can do ordinarily talk about communication of some sort, and can often talk about opportunities coming to you, okay? Now, it could be an opportunity to communicate in regards to finding the closure that you need to be able to release yourself from this emotional entrapment that you are still suffering from the past. That maybe you are going to have the opportunity to communicate your feelings in regards to this to the other person who's involved. But either way, I think you are wanting a new beginning. You are wanting change. You're wanting to become this free spirit where you feel that the burdens are off your shoulders and you're not feeling so emotionally trapped to this situation or person anymore. But for you to achieve that, you're going to have to communicate, I feel. And I feel by opening these communication lines, it's then going to give you the closure that you have been searching for in regards to whatever this is within your life. Now, for your final outcome, we have the Empress. This is your only major arcana card in this spread. She is reversed. And as I said, it's fallen within your outcome, okay? Now, when she's reversed, it shows somebody that's feeling a loss of personal power. It's showing somebody that feels that there is a lot required now to be able to make things better. That in terms of a relationship, and this is not a relationship reading, it is a general reading, but it's not to say it cannot be talking about a relationship, because the cards talk about what they feel you need to know. In terms of a relationship, it can be a sign of feeling confused. Confused in regards to which way now to go within this relationship. In terms of a relationship, it can show that the other person may have stopped you from thinking about yourself. That you have become, that your thoughts are solely on the other person. So much so that your needs and wants have been put to the back burner, so to speak. And it's become all about the other person. Because somebody here is feeling an extreme loss of personal power. feeling that the other person, whether this is a personal relationship or a business relationship or a family relationship, but somebody is feeling that the other person has all the power. But the sad thing about this card is, in terms of a relationship, whichever form of relationship we are talking about for you, that both parties could be feeling severe sorrow. That not just you and not just them, but both of you are feeling a lot of sadness here. And maybe that sadness is not being communicated between the two of you. That maybe this is a relationship that in the past you have had to decide whether you should stay or go. And that maybe you have chosen in the past to stay within this relationship, or they have it can go both ways, that they have chosen to stay with you because neither of you have had this feeling of had this lack of closure feeling to it. I don't know. I just pick up sadness here, and it makes me sad to feel this, strangely enough. I just feel that both of you, and I do really feel we're talking more of a personal relationship here, even though this is a general reading. I just feel that both of you are feeling this immense sadness, but neither of you are telling each other. And that either one of you have in the past wanted to walk away, but you haven't. Or even if one of you has walked away, you've still been emotionally tied to this relationship. Because as I said, somebody doesn't have this closure there, and they're not able to close the door on this relationship. Now, it could be because there is still such love there, but along the road things have gone wrong, and now you've reached this point where you feel that you can't escape it somehow. I don't know, I just feel that there's two people here that are suffering. Possibly one more than the other, but one of you or both of you is emotionally trapped within a situation. Now, it could be that in the past something has happened within this relationship. Maybe one person has cheated or done something, I don't know. And it's created these bitter memories, okay? So much so that it's still having an effect on this relationship now. And it's like it keeps getting thrown back into the other person's face or something. And the person is thinking that they should have walked away, but they didn't, because they didn't feel, because they felt they had this lack of closure in regards to finally putting an end to this. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel that, to be honest with you, I was very tempted to pull a clarifying card on the Empress. I've actually chosen not to, because I feel it's very self-explanatory, this reading. Either one of you or both of you is suffering some bitter memories and emotional sadness from something that has happened within the past. One or both of you felt like walking away from this situation or relationship, but possibly didn't. I feel that both of you in some way or another are carrying some emotional sadness here. And I feel that if the communication lines are opened up and that both parties finally lay their cards, so to speak, on the table and explain how they are really feeling, then a final outcome can be reached. An outcome in regards to finally closing the door and walking away, or being able to fix this situation, get the closure to the bitter memories and put things right. But I feel the only way that this situation is going to resolve itself is if both parties are going to communicate and are both willing to communicate to the other person. So, you know, Leo, the beginning of the reading was not very positive. And, you know, the outcome card isn't overly positive. But it doesn't mean that it cannot be a complete positive outcome. As I said, I think somebody's carrying a hell of a lot of emotional baggage here. And it has to be sorted and dealt with. And the only way is to communicate. And then through opening those communication lines, you can either both decide to fix this or to end it. So that does conclude this general reading. It does seem very much that this reading really wanted to get a message across in more terms of a relationship than any other aspect of your life. I will be back again soon to do your relationship reading, which based on this reading today, I am curious to see if it mirrors it in some way. And I will be back to do the readings for the single Leos. I'm sorry that the reading wasn't more positive. And as I said, it really did just seem to focus on this emotional hurt. And it really does need to be dealt with for either you, the other person, both of you to be able to move forward in your lives, whether it's together or separately. But anyway, this reading will not resonate with all Leos. Maybe some of the reading will, but I know it won't resonate with all of you. So if you have liked it, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, by all means, give it the thumbs down. As you know now from previous videos, any comments that are left for me, I always reply to every comment. I'm truly grateful for everybody who takes the time to leave me a comment. And as I said, I will always make the time to reply. So just open up these communication lines here and try to solve this situation rather than carrying on in the future, carrying this emotional burden. Deal with it now and put an end to it. So yes, if you want a private reading, please feel free to contact me. In my previous videos, you will find in the description box all my details, my email and other forms of contact for me. So, you know, if you want a private reading, please contact me and I'll be more than happy to arrange that for you. So, as I said, I'll be back soon to do your relationship reading and the readings for the singles. So until then, thank you for watching. Bye.